Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. There has been a lot of controversy on the estranged marriage of Tonto Dikeh and Olakunle Churchill. But the story took a new turn when Tonto came out with a bang to expose the kind of person her husband was to her. According to her, she paid for her own marriage, down to the outfit her husband wore. So the question is, could this be from a place of bitterness, or could it be that she really, really wanted to clear the air? Because of her son, she mentioned it very clearly.
She didn't want to clear.
Join the conversation 070-80668014. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweets. Okay, so for those of you that have no idea what we are talking about, please watch the video and listen carefully.
You
know, you go online, you dupe white women, you go online, you dupe people. That's what my son's father does. I'm not proud of it. I'm saying, I told you, I said this interview is mainly not for Nigerians. I want my son to grow. I'm not the kind of mother that's going to hide things from her son. No, my son will know everything and the whole truth. I'm not going to lie to him, but then I'm not going to hide things from him. So yes, my son's father is a fraud. He does Yahoo. How I know? Because I caught him in the middle of a red candle with laptop in his lap and a red pants on and a red cloth tied around his waist. Not just that. I mean, coming from the house we stayed in when I was married to him, this man told everybody that he bought the house. He didn't buy this house.
This is getting interesting. A lot of revolutions.
He didn't buy this house. This house was rented. This approved that it was rented. This approve of conversation between me and the agent when the agent did not do something right in the house. I told him how much we paid for rent. Everything is there. I told him how much he paid for rent, and this is the conversation of the landlord himself. This is a conversation from the landlord himself. He said, look at it. This here is from the landlord. So different things. I know he's 419 because I know he's 419. It's on the streets. Go to Ghana and ask about him. He says he's into IT. Please, what has he done? What is the IT?
Wow, keep listening. This is really serious.
Full-grown man.
Chai.
Wow.
Chai.
Okay, so let's do start. I have my own views on this matter, but I'm not totally entitled to a view. Let me introduce our darling honey personality. This is your constituency.
Yes.
Honey pot, we brought you. Please. Please just maybe some of you were minding our business. When your people in your industry came with this drama, please, what is going on? Help us understand the situation.
Thank you so much for having me on the show. It's good to be here again. And as everybody saw this, I saw this too. It's not as if I know Tonto Dikeh anywhere or know why she's doing this. But, you know, at the end of the day, I think we have seen a lot of dramas from Tonto Dikeh. And, you know, every time you wonder why she does what she does, like bringing all of this out. I don't know, people have different things they're saying. Some people are saying maybe she's bitter, that's why she's doing this and all of this. This is not the first time Tonto Dikeh will be coming out to say this. The other time it was about the SUV, the car. They were talking about, you know, that they gave her the car, she sold the car, and all of those things. So somehow, I am actually very tired, first of all of this
drama.
I must say, I'm really, really tired. I want to get on the internet and see like things that I could benefit from and all of those.
Okay, wait, I hear you, honeypot, but you see, these are the kind of statements people make that women are afraid of speaking up when things really happen because they feel the whole world will not believe them. They'll be judged. Everybody's going to say, oh, she's just bitter. Oh, this. And people just rather die in their silence. Paraventure, I mean, use the pastor's language. Paraventure, everything she said is true. Shouldn't we applaud her for coming out? Because for her son's future, so that she can say, this is what your father did, though.
The son is on the internet, Abi.
Oh,
son is
Sumi.
on social media.
Is he in my bedroom?
I don't think that you can move forward by looking back. Like, you can't.
High five.
You can't move forward with your life when all you do is every time Tonto has an interview or something thereabout, we remember all of this. It's been over 2-3 years now. Can we move on? Can you change your narrative, Tonto, from my ex into what you're doing? So Tonto raised the question, if he's into IT, how did he make all his money? Now, Tonto, you too, how did you make your money to do the surgery you did? How did you make the money you use in traveling and carrying Gucci bag every day? Where is your, what do they pay you for the movies? So it's the same question we should ask everybody, because she's asking a very valid question that we've all been asking, that actresses and actors, where is the money coming from? So we all want to know.
So let me even jump on that to say that you got married to this guy, and you didn't know what he was doing for a living. Nobody will believe that. So what were you doing during courtship or while you were dating? You didn't know, because the truth is Yahoo boys have a lifestyle. When you see them from a distance, you can tell. They are lazy. They sleep late because they work in the night. They wake up early. You can tell.
Let me try to respond.
I have a lot of them.
Hold on. Let me try to respond to that, Obiajulu. This lady was deceived because she wanted to be. She said it in the interview. I sat down, no, I don't have work, but I sat down to watch this one. She said that she met him and he said he was Obasanjo's son. He took her on a visit to his mother. She said she was Obasanjo's wife. They both went with the mother and the brother to see Obasanjo, and they dobaled and greeted their father, and she took a picture with her supposed father-in-law. So this lady obviously was deceived. But then she admitted in the video that she is Tonto Dikeh. She couldn't have married below. You would have expected that, you know. So she allowed herself be deceived. She admitted that she allowed it. She wanted a particular class of man because of who she was.
There's nothing wrong in that.
No, hold on a minute, Murayo. No, there's something there. It's for the guys who truly, honest guys who wanted to just marry Tonto, that will say, God catch you. Because, no, hold on a minute. Hold on. You remember that story when we were little girls, of the girl who wanted to marry a prince, who thought everybody in the village was ugly, the princess, until this guy borrowed everything.
Married the spirit.
This is the true life.
Oh, you know, guys,
hold on.
I'll come back to you.
Of that.
I'll come back to you.
Of that. So she admitted. Now, for those of us who are looking up to these so-called celebrities and thinking life is perfect, life is all everything, is greener on that side. It is for us to see now that she's coming out to admit certain excesses in the choice of marriage.
Got the point, Nemo. I'm going to come to you, Honeypot, because I personally take exception to when these kind of things happen and women seem just to speak against and say, oh, how can she do this? Shouldn't we, regardless of the situation, stand behind this woman and say, listen, she's speaking up, because the average Nigerian woman doesn't speak. So how dare we on this table condemn her for speaking?
So I know that I've had discussions with Murayo before, and then Murayo is the advocate of women should always support women. But in the case of Tonto Dikeh, I don't think that women are not supporting Tonto Dikeh. I think they're taking Tonto Dikeh as an individual. Now, this is not even about gender or sex or anything. It is about the individual. What have we seen? Sometimes people get tired of stuff. And I said it before. She's always coming out to say all of these things. And sometimes you just want to be as the person who is being fed to with all of this news. Okay, so there are so many questions coming out. All right, so she couldn't have married below. And then what was he doing? You didn't even know what he was doing before you got married to this person. Is it because that you come all out to tell us all of this? We don't even know. And then I am worried for their son at the end of the day, because you see, we are churning things on the internet and we do not even know. We are just now. Let me tell you this. Let me even tell you this: that we are just starting. We don't even know where we are headed. We are just starting about all of this online social media stuff. So now you have dropped this, and then you have a son, and then your son is going to grow up one day to see all.
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. No, but it really doesn't matter. The Kardashians have their lives on social media. That's the business they have chosen for themselves. Tonto she did a reality show about herself and her life. It's her life. She wants it. No, hold on. She wants it out there.
Don't make that comparison. The Kardashians are more responsible, even though they are a reality family.
I saw that video. I saw a woman who needs our help. I saw a woman who needs our support. I saw a woman who's hurting deeply. Now, sometimes I hear when something happens to you, just let it go. Sometimes it's not easy to let go. You need to go through a process. I saw a woman going through that process yesterday.
Okay,
so let's let her be.
Hello, thanks for calling. Are you there?
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning. Abe.
How are you?
Very well. Go ahead, please.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. This is the first time I'm calling.
Woo!
I'm very sorry to disappoint Tonto Dikeh with all this drama that is going on between her and her husband, ex-husband. She don't need to be doing all these things. If she want to have a movie, if she want to produce any movie, she should just go to the studio and then do a drama there.
She has a reality show.
She don't do all these things and then be telling us all those stories. She wants to tell us that she doesn't know that the guy is a fraudster before she gets into marriage with her.
That's all.
Believe that, yeah.
She might be ignorant.
Because she knows every damn thing. If something wrong with their marriage, then she settle it out of the internet.
All right, thank you very much.
1 minute, please. Let me just
Abe.
arrange my thoughts so that I'm not misunderstood. Yes, she might not have known he was a fraudster before marriage, but I repeat it, she allowed herself be deceived. She wanted a particular kind of guy and she got it. Now, that's it. For the benefit of this, the comparison that you made, I wanted to reply, is totally different.
It's not.
Now, the Kardashians are a reality family on TV. They become more responsible about what they churn out about themselves. That's a different thing. You don't take your family's vengeance on social media and say you're presenting it to your son. Morel said she had evidence. This evidence, you can put it in a book. Talk to a responsible family member in case you're afraid of death. Document it in a book or write a book or something and let your son grow up and see it. You don't sit in front of a TV. And I watched 3 or 4 videos from this young lady. She did one with the Daddy Freeze, talking about their sex life. She did another with with Insta blog or one lady like that, the one that we just watched, talking all sorts of things, all down to the mother-in-law on opening up cans of worms that she could not handle, and talking about how her father-in-law was different from who she thought he was. Now this is what there's something called dignity in silence. Okay, silence is golden. See, for the purpose of your child, let your child grow up and have that conversation with your child. You don't have to have that conversation with every silly Nigerian out there. Okay,
So
with the public.
I feel empathy for her because it's obvious that she's not okay. And
She needs help.
And I understand, and I had that same opinion when I heard it, when she did it the first time. But you know, like the story of the boy that cried, wolf, wolf, wolf. The last time, people were just like, hey, get a life. Nobody listened. She's cried this out once, twice. She had a therapy session with Larry Olushola that they reached out to each other to help her through it. Then she said she has become born again, that she's now living for Jesus, and every day was Jesus, Jesus, Jesus on social media. Suddenly now we're going back to this. So I'm at the place where I feel that they need to take away our phones from her, take her off social media, and put her in it, like take her through a detox process.
Now you're saying she's mentally unstable. No, you're suggesting.
No. Even if you suggest
Let's make a point. Sane, loving and nurturing our son, would want to put out something negative that would be in memory forever about that child's father. There is a whole lot going on inside. So there is need for professional help.
So let me come on the break. We'll continue this conversation because I actually want to talk about something else. But when we come back, we'll discuss it, Honeypot. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. So still on this Tonto case, I honestly cringe when I hear some things you guys are saying because I feel that we've mentioned everything this girl talked about in her video, but we missed one crucial part of it, where she said she was beat up. Showed the picture of how the man abused her, her face swollen, and said that people say, oh, it was a makeup party. And she said, any makeup party in the world, wherever you're in the world, come out and say you're the one that did this makeup for me. Now, we are totally acting as if this man in question was a saint.
No.
Yes.
No.
Tonto has her own issues. But let us not forget
we have discussed this issue, Muriah, many times.
That the man in question also beat her up. Yeah. And there's a lot of things that Tonto has said that might be true. That we should verify. Why not we also understand where she's coming from? That she's hurt and she needs to be heard.
Okay, so I'll take it from where Tokwe stopped. Or should I just try to, you know, take something that I thought she was trying to say? I don't know. Well, I'm not speaking for Tokwe here, but what I'm saying here is that there is a reason people do what they do. I don't know if anybody has, you know, attended neuro-linguistic NLP, you know, you're doing that right now. So I wouldn't know if that is the issue or is that some people just love attention, because there are some people, well, maybe people would ask the question, what was the last time you saw Tonto in a movie? Perhaps she just wants to be there, you know, consistent, like, oh, she's just always in your face and you see her every time. There would always be news. There are people like that. There is a strategy like that, like publicity stunts, and that is that. Okay, so that's one. Then two, I am not even, I totally disagree with domestic violence. So that you have spoken about, well, maybe it should be focused on. That is, you shouldn't just be abused in a relationship like that. Maybe that is just one of like 100 things Tonto is talking about. No, I'm saying
maybe that's how you haven't dealt. Maybe because people haven't dealt with that part. She keeps going back to ensure that he gets, he should get some repercussion. Maybe it could also be that.
I don't know but I don't know if you even saw from the husband's table yesterday. It was looking as if it was unbothered. So he just said, "I'm thankful." It wasn't even saying anything about this. He has a PR company handling that for him. So like,
let's take this call and come to Biajulu. Hello, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Go ahead. Good morning. Golan, I believe.
Yeah, how are you?
Very well.
Yeah, go ahead. Muriah, let me say this. I have a cousin. Can you hear me?
Very clearly.
Yeah, I have a cousin that was in a relationship for good 7 years, and she was not aware that her husband spoke after they are married. For good 7 years.
Her husband what?
They were together day and night until day after their wedding. So
she could be
very, very possible she could not be aware that her husband is into Yahoo. Are you listening to me?
Yeah, we work very clearly. We heard you. Thank you very much. That's a good point you made. Go ahead, Obiajulu.
So Tonto Dikeh understands social media and understands that anything can backfire against you. And she decided to put out her life there. She shouldn't be judged for it. That's what she wants to do. Now, a lot of women do not speak out and they just give this, you know, let me even start from our society. Anything goes wrong between a man and the wife, most at times, they blame the husband. They blame the wife. The wife takes all of the fault. And now this woman is coming out to say, this and this is what happened in this relationship, why I had to break out. We shouldn't judge her and condemn her for it. And you mentioned, hold on, you mentioned the Kardashians. I said here before that Tonto Dikeh has a reality show. This is part of what she's doing. And she put up these videos on YouTube. It's possible she also wants to make money out of it. It's her choice at the end of the day. But let's pick the issues one-on-one. What are we going to do about this case of abuse? What are we going to do about this case that she's mentioning, that the guy had defrauded and the guy has been hiding everything?
Did she report him officially to the police?
That's all.
Do you understand?
And now they are separated or divorced.
When she did, when she mentioned this thing, this happened 3 years ago now, 2 years ago. When she mentioned it, the man also released his own video of broken TV, broken house, how she was crazy, she went nuts.
Can I ask you a question?
There's no justification.
I agree with you. I'll come to you, Tokwe. But do you understand that when a woman sometimes, especially in our society, it's almost as if you're a victim and nobody wants to listen to you. Yeah. You're drowning. In a society where something happens, automatically people support the man. Or they'll stand behind the man. There's something she did that man beat her up.
But Tonto had everybody's support. Nobody supported that man when this thing started happening. Immediately the news came out, she came up with her face. They were living in Ghana. She came up with her face and all of that. Everybody was feeling for Tonto that, what happened? Then she mentioned how she bought herself a ring. She bought herself the car. Everybody felt like she must be really, she loved, you know. We all felt, she paid out, she has painted this thing over and over again. Right now, everybody is like, okay, Tonto.
Tell us another one.
Do you understand? I feel for her though, because I really feel she did help.
I don't understand how I'm supposed to feel for her. I don't understand. I'm very sorry. Now, Tonto had an interview prior to her wedding. She told her entire world how her husband is rich, how he bought a ring, he did everything.
Cover up.
That video is available online.
That's Nigeria for you now. That's
you allow yourself. No, you can't blame yourself.
You mentioned that before.
It's better to undermarry. Own it. And in life, you make up for it. Maybe the guy later makes it up. Don't create the impression. Put people on the edge. Make people wish for your life. And then come out again and say, I was lying to the entire world, but I bought the ring and I paid my own.
How do you help someone like that?
How do you help someone like that? Hold on. Another point I needed to make on the domestic abuse. Now, nobody, because you're saying, how do we help her? Nobody here can help her. She was the victim. She should have made a report. And once that matter has been handled, she has passed that bridge. He's not going to come and abuse her anymore, and nobody will do anything.
So move on.
It's an emotional hurt. She needs time.
Emotional hurt.
Let us move on from the story.
You are looking back. You are looking back.
On this, but I just feel that a lot of women. Yes, you're right. She's probably mentally unstable, and she needs the opportunity to vent. But I know that when a woman is hurt, even if she has goofed by coming out, she owns this mistake.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we should also be seen to somewhat understand, not always support, but understand where she's coming from, and don't judge what she has done. Yes, Honeypot.
So may I just say that we all have problems, like everybody in this life, and we just put, powder on and just look good, and you understand that we all have different shock absorbers. Yes, what you can take, maybe another person might not be able to take it and all that. So when Tonto is doing this, she's no more in that marriage. Some people have bigger problems, and then you now want them to start doing what?
Okay, support you. All right, let's go on a break.
Let's move on.
Let's move on. So we've dropped this. When we come back, another hot topic. Caught our attention. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.